Welcome back and prepare to be bedazzled because today, under my tutelage, you will ascertain how to remove a scratch from a computer screen. However, before we commence this tutorial video, I just wanted to preface this video by stating that someone lacerated my computer screen. Much to my dismay, much to my consternation, much to my chagrin, much to my grief, much to my agony, much to my agitation, much to my irritation, I now need to implement remedial measures in order to attempt to rectify the issue. I did not want my computer screen to remain marred. You should do everything in your purview to ensure that your computer screen does not become marred, nor dented, nor scuffed, nor dinged, nor compromised in any way, shape, or form. So, if someone else utilizes your laptop, just be acutely aware that it renders it susceptible to getting ravaged. There's no reason as to why she should have thrust her fingernail into my computer screen. So, I'm hoping that today I can expeditiously resolve this aforementioned issue by being able to remove the scratch from my computer screen. So, as you can unequivocally ascertain, it may be inconspicuous now, but I'll render my laptop conspicuous. We have a laptop over here. There's a screen that's relegated to the lower right hand corner. You may not be able to discern it from your computer monitor or from your smartphone screen if you're watching this on a mobile device. However, it is lamentably there, and this is unequivocally a woefully pensive moment, to say the least. I'm wistfully going to have to undergo remedial measures for the prospect of removing this scratch from my computer screen. Now, as far as I can ascertain, it's only one scratch. It's relatively minor, but it's still conspicuous. It's non-discrete. It's non-covert. It's noticeable, it stands out, and it's truly a metaphorical eyesore, to say the least. So, I'm keen on removing it. I don't want to defer attempting to remove it any longer, but I've made preparations. So what provisions will you need? Well, you're going to need a washcloth. So, I have a washcloth, and in the cranny of the washcloth, you can get it slightly wet if you prefer. You don't have to, but I'm going to try this approach to removing the scratch, and hopefully it yields fruitful results. Well, I do not know. The future is enigmatic and obscured beyond a number of time. So let's just gotta move on. So step one is to dampen your washcloths. I already poured water on it in advance. You do not want the washcloths to become waterlogged. However, it should not be completely dry. You're supposed to dampen the spot of the computer screen where the scratch is located at. So, in this context, the locale of the scratch is relegated to the lower right-hand cranny of the computer screen. So I'm just going to smear the water on it that's derived from the wet wash cloth. Okay, so step one has been completed. It's self-explanatory. Dampen your washcloths, and once the washcloth has been dampened, then you could just subsequently apply it to the area that the scratch is in on your computer screen. It's as simple as that. We do not need to render this tutorial more complicated than it needs to be. So step one has been finalized. As this confluence of time and space, we're moving on in the subsequent step, which is step two. And part of the advent of recording this video, I prepared the Vaseline, and I just applied infinitesimal amount of Vaseline to this paper towel. So, as per step 2, you'll need to utilize some Vaseline. It is optional if you want to utilize a paper towel in tandem with Vaseline to apply the Vaseline. But since the paper towel may be more abrasive, I guess I'm going to rub the Vaseline into my index finger and then subsequently apply it to the computer screen. There we go. So all I'm doing now is I'm about to rub the Vaseline on the computer screen. Now, I wanted to preface this before I commence step 2. Before applying Vaseline to your computer screen, ensure that your computer is turned off. So all I'm doing is smearing Vaseline on the computer screen. It's not an intricate process. And by the way, there's nothing enthralling about this. It's not a captivating, engrossing, riveting experience. Would you deem it to be a humdrum, hackneyed, dull, lackluster experience? Well, it is vexing having to deal with this. So now I'm just amplifying the quantity of Vaseline that I'm applying to the computer screen. I do not want to have to redo the process. Is this exasperating? Well, this process of attempting to remove the scratch from the computer screen does not tickle my fancy, nor pique my interest, nor appease me, nor appeal to me, nor assuage my boredom. So it's something that I did not want to acquiesce to doing, but I'm undergoing this process begrudgingly, primarily because there's no other way to remove the scratch from the computer screen unless I'm amenable to implementing the remedial measures associated with removing a scratch from a computer screen. So there we go. I covered a larger radius than I presumed I would. The scratch has been overlaid with Vaseline. And the scratches was in the vicinity of where the Vaseline was applied to on the computer screen. So the final step is to simply just wipe away the Vaseline with a dry rag. Before I initiate the final step of this process, I'm just going to rub in more Vaseline. So I'm rubbing in more Vaseline on my computer screen so that I do not have to recommence this process in the imminent future. This is a palpable experience. It's a tactile experience. It can't be done online. You actually have to utilize your index finger to attempt to remove the scratch from your computer screen. I'll be back momentarily. I just need to rinse this Vaseline off my hand. Stay tuned. Hopefully this process will be efficacious at eliciting a beneficent result. Hopefully the outcome will be fruitful and not unfruitful. Hopefully the outcome will be salubrious and not insalubrious. So part of this washcloth is dry, and I'm just going to wipe off the Vaseline on my computer screen to finalize this process. Here we go. So to recapitulate, succinctly stated, get a washcloth, dampen it, and apply a modicum of water to the area of your computer screen that's scratched. Then subsequently, take some Vaseline, rub it over the scratch area on your computer screen, and then take a dry washcloth and wipe off the Vaseline. Will that rectify the issue of your computer having a scratch? I'm hoping that that will be the remedy to removing the scratch on your computer screen if your computer screen is tainted with a scratch. Hopefully your computer screen is unmarred, hopefully it's unscathed, hopefully it's in mint and pristine condition. If you want to avert, preempt, preclude, and prevent scratches on your computer screen, then you could desist, abstain, and refrain from allowing people to utilize your computer who have a proclivity to thrust their fingernails into your computer screen. It's too bad that my computer screen was needlessly scratched by someone else. This was all avertable. There was no reason for her to thrust her fingernail into my computer screen. However, what transpired is a stark reminder of the ramifications appertaining to allowing other people to utilize your computer who do not give an iota about the condition of your computer screen. Prior to the advent of her thrusting her fingernail into my computer screen, it was devoid of scratches. There wasn't a single scratch on it. Alrighty, I'm almost done with this process. It's almost been finalized. While I consummate the process of removing a scratch from a computer screen, we will find out soon. Stay tuned. The Vaseline has been dispersed throughout my computer screen, and I'm hoping that it doesn't obscure anything on my computer screen. I more than likely applied a higher quantity of Vaseline than I should have, so as long as that scratch is removed, then hopefully there's no major issue associated with utilizing more Vaseline than you need to when attempting to remove a scratch from your computer screen. It's irksome having to do this, but it is what it is. People should demonstrate unrequited respect to other people, and they should be respectful of other people's properties. We're going to boot up the computer in a moment. This has taken longer than I anticipated. We're almost 1,120 seconds into the video. Almost 19 minutes has elapsed since I started recording the video. We're now past the 1,120 second threshold in the video. My computer's battery is depleted. I need to recharge the battery for my laptop. But if I put on my glasses, I attempt to ascertain the locale of the scratch. It has become more cumbersome for me to do. Hopefully the Vaseline was a metaphorical panacea or metaphorical remedy for facilitating the removal of the scratch on the computer screen. Am I implacable, unappeased, disgruntled, and livid about the situation? Well, if the scratch is removed, then I guess I'll be elated, jovial, gleeful, and ecstatic. However, if the scratch remains, then I'll more than likely be irritated about this morass. Is it a calamitous predicament that my screen was scratched on my computer? Well, in the grand scheme of things, it is a trivial issue, but it does irk me. It is irksome. I attempt to keep my computer screen unscathed, unmarred, and in mint condition. However, I did not anticipate that someone would thrust her fingernail into my computer screen. So, at this juncture, at this confluence of time and space, the computer appears to no longer have a scratch on the computer screen. So, I would surmise that the scratch on the computer screen has been removed. It is seemingly inconspicuous, unnoticeable, and hopefully removed. So it appears to have been removed. I'm relieved to ascertain that I can no longer see it on my computer screen. Am I gratified about the outcome of applying the Vaseline to the computer screen? Yes. And I'm hoping that in the pending future that another person never thrusts her fingernails into my computer screen again. My laptop was needlessly scratched. I'm hoping that people can respect other people's property. It's not too much to ask. So, I hope that you deem this video to be insightful, riveting, captivating, mesmerizing, engrossing. I hope that you are regaled, entertained, amused, floored, and fascinated, and I hope that you are entrenched in the unalloyed epicness. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.